Hannah Chen got pissed too and snapped one line. "Then I'm not eating," and rushed straight upstairs. Jing was worried you would feel bad because of the oldest sister's attitude and wanted to cheer you up. So she sat down beside you and said, "Ethan, you just said the oldest sister likes rain, that is way too soap opera dramatic. Have you been watching too many TV shows?" You played along with her topic and said, "It really is super dramatic." If this were following a full soap opera script. Right now we are all downstairs eating, which means nobody is upstairs. And someone could totally go comfort the little brother, and when comforting him there is bound to be some hugging. And maybe they accidentally just kiss right there. Hearing what you said, both mom and dad rushed up to the second floor in a panic, just when you and the second and third sisters wanted to go check it out too. Smack, a super loud slapping sound came from upstairs. "Dad, you have to let me explain." Jing suddenly had a really bad feeling about this. No way, seriously. By the time all of you rushed to Rain's room, you found Hannah Chen standing right in front of Rain. With this look that screamed, "We are totally in true love," Hannah Chen said with complete self-righteousness. "Mom and Dad, you both said it yourselves. He is a guy who is not blood related to me at all. What is the problem with me liking him?" Well, the problem is obviously huge. A boy you grew up treating as your own little brother and you can seriously fall for him. You are seriously twisted. There is nothing twisted about it. Maybe get yourself checked out. Maybe it was the long time hiding it that made suddenly being exposed actually give Hannah a twisted thrill of satisfaction. What do you even know? Ever since I was little, I have been protecting Rain. I have prayed more than once that Rain just was not blood related to me. Before now, I have always held myself back. Ha, you have been holding back in so much agony. Have you ever once thought about seeing a therapist? Plus, you are at least several years older than him, which means your school and your career were both way ahead of his, since you have so much free time on your hands. To fall for your own little brother, Mom and Dad, I never wanted this either. But I just hopelessly fell for Rain no matter what I tried. I thought about giving up too. But Rain has just been way too good to me. I simply cannot. The way she looked at her parents was full of desperation, begging for their approval. By now, Rain's face was already covered in tears. "Hannah, big sister. So this is how you have been seeing me all along. You got so swept up in this whole dramatic soap opera mess that you actually started analyzing it out loud. So tell me, every time you were about to give up, did not your little brother always give you this vibe like, 'Hey, I am so into you too'? And would not he also casually give you some physical touches that went way beyond brother and sister?" Hannah did not answer, but the way her eyes darted away told you everything you needed to know. When Rain heard these words, his face went totally pale. Mom rushed forward in a few big steps and slapped him hard across the face. But Hannah threw herself forward, using her own face to take that slap meant for Rain. After taking the hit, there was a huge red handprint across Hannah's face, and a drop of blood was even trickling down from the corner of her mouth. Dad, after losing his temper so many times, his words gradually turned cold and heartless. "You are going abroad tonight. If you cannot finish that overseas project, do not bother coming back. No need to pack your things. I will have the house staff pack them up and ship them to you directly." Hannah just bit her lip, hung her head low and said, "All right, Dad, I will definitely nail this project." Right at that moment, you suddenly shouted out loud, "Wait." The whole family turned to look at you and you put on a troubled expression. "Mom and Dad, I need to speak with you privately for a second." Hannah shot you a vicious glare. "What are you trying to pull now? Is it still not enough that you have already stolen Rain away? This time even John could not just stand by anymore. Oldest sister, maybe you should just say a little less." Dad and Mom hesitated for a moment, but eventually went with you to the third floor study. Mom was a bit puzzled, "My son, is there something you wanted to tell Mom and Dad?" You just got straight to the point. "Mom and Dad, I just feel like maybe you should not send the oldest sister abroad." "Why?" This time there was even a hint of irritation in Mom's voice. You just pulled from your own reservoir of soap opera drama experience and laid it all out. Because think about it, if you now forcibly cut off all contact between the oldest sister and Rain, years later, she still might not have gotten over this and might even want it more just because she could not have it. What if when she finally comes back, she still likes her little brother? She will definitely hold a grudge against you both over what happened today and might even start to hate you for it. And one day Dad is going to get old and she might even try to seize power. And once she succeeds and shuts you out completely, you will be helpless and have nothing left to say. When Mom and Dad heard this, their faces totally changed color. Then what do we do? Mom, what I'm about to say next is just some of my own thoughts, just take it as a reference. You guys just say that if the oldest sister gets together with Rain, you will cut all ties and disown her completely. And of course, this cannot just be empty words. You have to actually follow through, like stripping her of her actual power in the company, freezing all her bank cards and making it very public. Is not that a bit too harsh though? You explain that this way. Maybe the oldest sister will not be able to handle that kind of downfall and finally see the reality. Or maybe it is Rain who cannot handle having a sister without all that status attached. At that point, the oldest sister will also be able to see Rain's true colors. Of course, this is all just my suggestion.